Guys, I'm with my good friend Raksha. She's been digging away in the trenches, and one of the things I like to do on the second day is take the diggers aside quietly and say, do you think we're doing the thing the right way? How do you think we're actually getting on? Because often they know the reality in the trenches while we've been playing around with the television cameras. So, what do you think? How are we getting on, reality-wise?
Reality-wise, I think we've actually covered the brief for what we actually wanted to do.
Which is?
Which is to establish whether there's any structure from obviously the upstanding monument that's in the middle of this field.
By structure, do you mean walls?
We mean walls,
right,
and floors and the rest of King John's hunting lodge. In my particular trench, we've actually reopened Philip Ratz's original excavations in the 50s, and I've actually excavated his original trenches that basically ran off, shooting off in a straight line across this field. And I've just basically found his backfill, traces of his smoking pipes, and lots of rubble, really.
So you've not got any walls?
We don't have any walls.
No floors?
We've got the stub end of something that could either be the foundation course for a wall, but it's more likely to be a floor because it doesn't really look substantial enough to carry a massive stone wall.
Look, you've done lots of digging, right? You've been an archaeologist for ages. What is this thing about? There's this huge castle here. When we dig holes, there's no walls in it. Explain to the guys out there, where have the walls gone? You know, there used to be a huge place here. Why aren't we finding them? Are we digging in the wrong place or what?
We're not digging in the wrong place. What essentially happens over time, you have a great building, and then once it's disused, the stone is taken away because it's a precious commodity. People need that stone to reuse to build their own homes, and what we found in my trench is it's what you find all over these great kind of monuments and houses and old hunting lodges, where people would go in, basically nick the stone for their own house and go and use it somewhere else. And that's what I actually have in my trench. You can actually see this massive cut where they've gone in. All we've got left in there are little bits of mortar and raggedy bits of stone, and they've taken the really beautiful dress bits and taken them off somewhere else, and that's essentially what we have at the moment. That's not to say, though, we don't have structure anywhere else, and there might be actual walls and floors and things.
Okay, so we can stay optimistic.
I think we can. It's like it's literally the beginning of day 2.
Okay, so it's the first dig of the year, as you know.
Yeah.
We've got some new people in. You're meeting up with Tracy and Ian and Matt for the first time. How's it feeling getting back and doing it again after a bit of a break?
Do you know what? It's like riding a bike. You just get back on it and pedal as quick as you can. And it's nice to have new people because the dynamic changed slightly. And, they get absorbed into the Time Team family because it is essentially a family, isn't it, really? And we all work hard and play hard,
occasionally
I think.
dysfunctional, but...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
And it's nice because it's slightly different. It's a bit like a reunion for Matt and I, because Alex is a former UCL alumni. He was a year above me and Matt was a year above him. So it's really weird. So it's like getting together again and catching up. It's really nice. It's good.
Okay, well, thank you very much. And we're going to try and keep you updated with these vlogs. What are they called? These?
Vlogs.
Vlogs.
I think that is
Vlog.
the term.
That's a Russian blog, apparently. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, and
Right.
we'll catch up with you later.
Bye.